They built it to be the grand stage of Philippine cinema, a monument to power, wealth, and prestige. But beneath its glamorous surface lies a story of death, silence, and spirits that never left. In 1981, tragedy struck the Manila Film Center. Hundreds of workers were buried alive beneath its foundation, and their screams may still echo there today. This is the true story of the Manila Film Center tragedy and the haunting that followed. The year was 1981. The Philippines, under the rule of President Ferdinand Marcos and his wife Imelda Marcos, was preparing for a grand event, the first Manila International Film Festival. Imelda wanted the world to see Manila as a modern cultural capital, equal to Hollywood or Cannes. To do this, she ordered the construction of a massive film center, a shining architectural marvel that would host international stars, filmmakers, and dignitaries. But there was one problem: time. The festival was set for January 1982, and Imelda demanded the film center be finished in just a few months. What should have taken years was forced into a brutal schedule of day and night labor. The workers warned it was dangerous. Corners were cut. Safety was ignored. But the order was clear. The Manila Film Center must be finished, no matter the cost. In the early hours of November the 17th, in 1981, tragedy struck. At 3 a.m., as construction crews worked on the scaffolding and platforms of the building, the upper floor gave way. The heavy structure collapsed, sending wooden planks, steel bars, and wet cement crashing down on the workers below. Dozens were instantly trapped. Some were crushed. Others screamed for help as wet cement poured over them, slowly suffocating them alive. Survivors recalled hearing hundreds of voices crying out in the darkness. But the nightmare was only beginning. In most tragedies, rescue crews rushed to save lives. But the Manila Film Center was different. According to witnesses, authorities sealed off the site almost immediately. Guards surrounded the building. Rescue workers were denied entry. Why? Because Imelda Marcos feared that the accident would tarnish the upcoming film festival. Reports claim she ordered the construction to continue, even as men lay buried alive beneath the cement. For 9 hours, no rescue attempts were allowed. By the time crews were permitted to dig, it was too late. Estimates vary, but some say over 160 workers were entombed in the foundation of the Manila Film Center that day. Their bodies were never recovered. To this day, they remain buried beneath the building's concrete floors. Despite the deaths, the first Manila International Film Festival went on as planned in January 1982. Celebrities and filmmakers from around the world arrived, walking the red carpet. The building shone under the lights, its tragedy hidden beneath layers of concrete and silence. But some attendees whispered that the place felt wrong. Guests reported sudden chills, unexplained nausea, and the sense of being watched. Stagehands claimed to hear muffled screams beneath the theater floor. Some swore they saw hands reaching out of the walls as if the dead were still trying to escape. The festival was a spectacle, but the Manila Film Center had already earned its reputation as a tomb disguised as a palace. After the festival, the Manila Film Center fell into decline. The building was rarely used, and its reputation grew darker with each passing year. Locals began to report strange phenomena, crying voices echoing through empty halls, cold winds rushing through sealed rooms, figures in hard hats wandering the site at night, only to vanish, Security guards refused to work the night shift alone. Some claimed they heard bangs on the walls, rhythmic pounding like fists trying to break free. Visitors to the building reported feeling sudden heaviness in their chest, as though they were being suffocated, mirroring the deaths of those buried alive. One guard described his encounter. "I was patrolling the lower floors when I heard moaning. At first, I thought it was a vagrant who got inside, but when I followed the sound, I found no one, just a dark corridor. Then, the cement wall next to me shuddered. I swear I heard fists pounding from the inside." Another worker, assigned to maintain the building in the 1990s, recalled hearing footsteps behind him late at night. When he turned, he saw a group of men in tattered work clothes. Their faces were pale, eyes wide with fear. When he blinked, they were gone. Even psychics and paranormal researchers who visited the Manila Film Center said the same thing. The energy of the place was unbearable. Some refused to enter altogether. What makes the Manila Film Center so terrifying is that it isn't just a haunted building. It is literally a tomb. Unlike other haunted sites where spirits linger after death, here, the victims are still physically trapped inside the structure. The building itself is their grave. This has led many to believe that the Manila Film Center is cursed. Even after renovations and attempts to repurpose the building, the haunting reports have never stopped. Today, the Manila Film Center sits as a reminder of how ambition, pride, and power turned into tragedy. The story of the Manila Film Center is more than a ghost story. It is a chilling lesson about human lives sacrificed for vanity. The workers' screams may have faded, but their presence lingers in the whispers, the shadows, and the silence that fills the halls. Visitors describe an overwhelming sense of grief, as though the building itself remembers. The Manila Film Center remains one of the most haunted places in the Philippines, not because of legends or myths, but because hundreds of souls are still entombed within its walls. They built it on broken bodies, and they buried the truth beneath concrete. But the dead do not forget, and the walls still echo with their screams. So the next time you pass the Manila Film Center, remember, it isn't just a building, it's a grave, and the spirits inside are still waiting to be heard. The Manila Film Center was built on glamour, but its foundation is death. Hundreds entombed in concrete, their screams silenced, their spirits trapped forever beneath the stage. And yet, the building still stands, a monument to vanity and a tomb for the forgotten. Would you dare step inside, knowing they're still waiting below? If this story left you uneasy, don't walk away alone. Subscribe to Truth is Terror, and join me for more real hauntings and chilling true stories every week. Tap like if the voices still echo in your head, and comment below. Would you dare spend a night in the film center? Turn on the notification bell. The spirits will call again soon. Until next time, sleep well.